Welcome to Peacehaven Farm, just outside of Greensboro, where the most important things growing are friendships and understanding.
I came up with Sudsy.
And it's got kind of a camouflage color.
Buck Cochran is the executive director of Peacehaven Farm. Tell us the Peacehaven story. How did this all come to be?
Well, we're celebrating our 10th anniversary this year, and we are a community-based nonprofit, which means that the community is really engaged in what we're doing, and that's really important to us. We basically have taken the community garden model and expanded it to a little bit larger scale, but we depend on the community to come out and help us and volunteer and be a part of what we're doing, and we're really trying to use that model to address some of the needs that folks with disabilities have. And one of the most basic needs they have is being connected to their community and being connected to other people. So we connect them through the garden and working together. And we have the garden that we use as a way to bring folks out to volunteer, folks with disabilities and folks without disabilities. And then we also have housing that we're doing on the campus and want to expand in the future.
Rachel Siegel-Burrell is a resident assistant here at Peacehaven Farm. How did you end up here?
So I went to Elon University and I majored in human service studies, and I was coming up to graduation with no real plans, and I had an email sent that there were openings at Peacehaven for the resident assistant, and I was like, this is perfect. So I came out, interviewed during finals week, which was very stressful, but I came out here and I just felt so at peace, and it was just a place I felt really comfortable.
And so you live here all the time, 7 days a week. You live and work here. What's that like?
It takes some getting used to, but once you do get used to it, it's really great.
What is your connection? Why are you a part of this?
Well, I have a child with a disability, so early on I was really interested in folks with disabilities and the way they, the places that they struggle in their life, particularly as adults. I mean, there are lots of resources for folks when they're children and they're in school, but once folks graduate from high school, their world just kind of collapses in on them. So I was really interested in seeing in what ways could we develop an organization, partnering with the other great organizations in our community to kind of address that basic need of how do you keep folks from being so isolated? And we feel like this is one way that can happen. So it's a personal connection of having a family member with a disability.
What do you like best about being here, living here?
What I like about living here is because we can do a lot of work around here.
For the CSA, we work in the garden to make money.
Yeah. And you eat the food too, right?
And we eat the food.
Is it good food?
Mm-hmm.
Had you done much farming before you came?
No, I actually went to UNCGB Academic, which was a 4-year program, and I didn't learn how to do farming until I got here, and now I learned a lot about farming, and I'm kind of an expert gardener, kind of.
I bet you could teach a lot of folks some things about how to take care of plants.
Yes, I could, and of course, eating healthy, like me and core members, and always are like, we teach people a lot how to eat healthy and like a lot of healthy foods, like use a lot of fresh produce from our stuff.
People are always coming and going, aren't they? A lot of folks come here and get to share in the fun, don't they?
Yeah, and cook dinners and all that stuff. And Matt back and I feed him tonight. That's good.
Stephanie Chandler is the development director at Peacehaven Farm. How can people get involved and help here?
We love having volunteers here, and we have volunteers and people visiting year-round, especially spring, summer, and fall. The best way to get started is to visit us on a work day, which is every Saturday, spring, summer, and fall, from 9 a.m. to noon. And we have people come, and we break them up into groups, and they do different jobs in the garden. And then at the end, we have a delicious potluck lunch where people can bring food, and then we have community friends who also provide food, and it's just a great time to work together side by side in the garden, making new friends.
Now, I understand you come every Wednesday. What keeps you coming back?
I love the people, and I love to felt. I have my own little felting business, and I knew Buck Cochran from Westminster. I worked there, and when he worked there, and I've known a number of people with special needs, and I have a heart for it.
I hope that we can continue to grow and also continue to be a part of the larger kind of fabric of the community, so that we're partnering with all these great organizations and agencies that are working around to help support folks with disabilities in our community. But I want us to be a place where we have folks living here. I want it to be a place where we have folks working here and have jobs and can find ways to support themselves in ways that are really meaningful.
And I understand you're getting ready to go to graduate school, and so that means you're going to be moving on. How are you feeling about that?
I'm feeling really sad, actually. I told the core members at dinner last night, and my heart was just racing, which was, it's really sad moving on. But I got, Molly gave me her dynamite cheer from her when she was a summer camp counselor, and Jake asked if he could have my phone number when I leave so we could keep in touch. So, yeah, that was really meaningful.
How did you come to know about Peacehaven Farm? How did you initially get involved?
Jeff was in Beyond Academics at UNC G, and when he was in that 4-year program, we got to meet people. My wife met someone who spoke about a farm and a future of homes for adults that have intellectual disabilities. So we just came to volunteer on a Saturday, and all of a sudden we started to come more. And I wasn't sure Jeff would like a farm environment because of his background and where we lived previously. We're not farmers. And he loved it. He loved the environment, the stimulation, the people, began to make friendships. And we just said, Jeff, would you like to live here someday? And his response was immediate, yes, I would love to. And that was the beginning. And here we are now, a few years later.
I see your face light up when you talk about Jeff and what this has meant to him and to you.
It's meant everything. It's a place that I know he is happy, is comfortable, he's safe, he's supported, and his talents are flourishing in this environment.
It's amazing how close you get in such a short time, which is really cool. When you spend 7 days a week living and breathing, eating everything in this community, it's sharing everything with people just brings you so close.
What does this mean to you? What does Peacehaven Farm mean to you?
Family, and just seeing a bunch of people smiling, and just seeing random people just honk their horns at the co-members when we are gardening.
Is this your family? Is this really family here now?
Yeah. Yes, it is. There's family here.
You have really a family here, don't you?
Yep. My family is, Peacehaven family is, Jake is my brother, and mine is my other sister, and Jeff is my other brother.
At its most basic level, it's about growing people. I say this, everybody gets tired of me saying this, but I say we grow more than tomatoes here. The most important thing we grow are people and relationships, and growing in all the ways we can grow, whether it's personally or professionally or spiritually. We really are interested in providing an environment using this horticulture garden model where people can grow and they can learn from each other and be together.
Today, the core members and volunteers are making these felted soaps, which they will sell to benefit the programming here at Peacehaven Farm. They also use the felt to make these really adorable nativity scenes that you can find on sale around Christmas time. And you can find out how you can get involved at Peacehaven Farm by volunteering, by buying some of the things they make and food that they grow here, all by going to the website. It is peacehavenfarm.org.